Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. It's Tuesday morning at 6:30 and I am riding back to Bangalore from my hometown, and the distance for today is around 430 kilometers. That is because I am taking a slightly longer route today. I won't be going through Sringeri and Chikmagalur because I am very bored of that road now. So I'll be going through Tarikere, Rayadurga, then Hiriyur, Tumkur and Bangalore. So I just wanted to try that road. The weather is good, no signs of any rain, but you can see a bit of clouds here and there. Other than that, it's very cold, and I'm completely loaded, front tank bag and saddle bag. Yes, the action camera is fully charged, intercom is fully charged, and I am fully charged now. I must be able to reach Bangalore by 2:30 or 3 max to max, because I will be taking bit of breaks to change the batteries, to drink water, to have breakfast. So I can't ride continuously. Yeah, you can see the sky is looking very beautiful today. It's a very good sign, very positive start. And yeah, this is the normal road which I show you in every video towards Agumbe. I must cover the most possible distance before 10:30 or 11, because after that it's going to be very hot, and because of this jacket, gloves and especially helmet, it will be very difficult for me to ride. So since I am going through Hiriyur, from Hiriyur till Bangalore is complete highway, so no problem. So I must be able to reach Hiriyur before 11 or 11:30. The problem is I need to have a breakfast break before that. I'm already feeling hungry. It's just 6:30 now, maybe because I woke up early, but I did not take bath today. Yeah, Tirthalli is 60 kilometers, the board was there. So I think I'll stop in Tirthalli for breakfast. 60 kilometers means probably 1.5 hours, since it's a guard section. So 6:30, 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's the perfect time for breakfast. And the only problem is whenever you stop, it's a headache, big headache to remove all this, riding gears, helmet, balaclava, gloves, jacket. You need to remove everything and then put it back. That's kind of frustrating actually. I won't be covering my complete journey from here to Bangalore in just one video, since it's a very long journey. There will be too much to edit and too much data. So I do not want to put everything in a single video. It will just increase the video length. It will be some 35-40 minutes, which will be boring. So I am planning to make 2 or 3 parts. Let's see, that I'll decide while editing. Yeah, so far so good. Yes, this is Someshwar, the foothills of Agumbe. So that is Agumbe, which you can see there. So this city, this small village is called as Someshwar. There is a small temple here. I always take blessing from here, and then I will start my journey. So this is the starting point of Agumbe. So you can see the tower over there, the top. So we need to reach there now. One good thing about Agumbe is you won't find any heavy vehicles. The maximum heavy vehicle you can see is maybe 407 or Eicher, not more than that, because they are not allowed here. And moreover, it's early in the morning, so I can expect less traffic. Also, this Agumbe Ghat distance wise is very small. Top to bottom is you can cover it in easily 15 minutes. If you are going downhill, then 10-12 minutes is enough. Yeah, now I can feel the cold, maybe because of these trees. There are a total of 14 hairpin bends in this ghat. Just 14. Wow, look at this beauty, man. Crazy. Crazy view, right? He shouldn't have stopped in the, right in the U-turn. That's very dangerous. Now my bike is already hot. Radiator has switched on since I'm going uphill. I think this is the last hairpin bend. Not sure though. Yes, yeah, this is the last one. Because this is the sunset point. The view is good from here. Only during sunset. You can see lots of monkeys there. So if you have something in your hand, then go on. They'll just attack you. It has happened to me so many times. They won't spare any snacks. Yeah, this is the ending point of Agumbe. There is a checkpost, but they have never checked for anything. A small lake to the left, boating is there. This is the town of Agumbe, the main town. Here if you go straight, it goes towards Sringeri, Balehonnur, then it joins Chikmagalur and Belur. So left is towards Tirthalli, Shimoga. Both the roads you can go to Bangalore. So I just want to try this road today. This is the Agumbe bus stand to my right. It was very small earlier. Now they have changed it completely and made it a bit big. Because so many buses travel in this road from Tirthalli to Udupi. Mini buses. Because that is the main connection between Malnad and South Canara. Yeah, another maybe 20 to 25 kilometers to Tirthalli. I'll stop there for breakfast. The last time I came to this road was around a month back. We rode to my relative's place somewhere near Tirthalli. So if you haven't seen that video, the link will be in the description box below. Please go check it out. So that time the road was not this good. I mean, you can see this is a completely new tar now. So I think they have repaired till Tirthalli, at least that's what I hope. So last time, last 10 kilometers near Tirthalli was completely bad. So I really hope it is repaired now. But unfortunately, I don't think they have repaired. They have done only till here. Sun has completely risen now. It's around 7 o'clock in the morning. So in another 1 hour or so, he'll start creating a problem. Now the weather is good, very cool, good for riding. But if it becomes hot, then God knows. Tirthalli 25 kilometers. Yeah, I can expect to see some riders today on this road especially, because there are few tourist attractions nearby like Kundadri, Kavale Durga, and also Kuppalli, Kuvempu's birthplace. So many people will be riding, but maybe because it's Tuesday there won't be many. Let's see what happens. Completely new road. It's awesome, very smooth, new tar, very good grip, and the view is also great over there. You can see the mountain full of fog. I hope they have done this till Tirthalli. Also my bike is performing really well, and maybe because I changed the sprocket recently, it's giving very good mileage. I'm getting around 31, 32 in these kind of roads, and in highway I might get around 33 to 34. That is pretty good actually, considering the capacity of the bike. Anything more than 30 is bonus. The company people, they claim around 25 to 30. Beautiful road, right? Actually, in my previous video, I mean from Bangalore to Udupi, when I was coming, you might remember that I had told this tank bag is creating a bit of problem for me, and I have found a new position to mount the tank bag so that it doesn't create any problem. Earlier, what I used to do was I used to mount it almost towards the front side of the tank, almost near to the handlebar. So if you mount in that position, it will obstruct your action camera as well and create problem to your helmet, since you will be leaning completely to the front. So now I have started mounting it to the rear side of the tank, to the complete rear side, so that it will be touching my chest all the way. So in that way, it won't obstruct my camera view and it won't create any problem to the helmet. Also, the advantage is that you can just lean on that. You can rest your chest onto the tank bag. So yeah, that is very good actually. I'm happy that it is not creating any problem right now. Also, I'm planning to order liver guards for this bike. It is very much necessary. Doesn't matter which bike you have, always have a liver guard both on the left and right, because in case if the bike falls, God forbid, even if the bike is standing on the side stand and if it falls, there are chances of breaking your clutch lever and brake lever. So if brake lever is gone, then you can ride with just a rear brake. You can operate with the leg. But if something happens to the clutch, then it is going to be a very big problem, because without clutch you can't do anything. So always have a liver guard. So I am planning to order one. So I'll make a video once I order that. Doesn't matter what quality you order, it just has to take the impact. That's all. Actually, I forgot to mention one thing to you guys. Today is the 8th of December. So today is actually Karnataka Bandh. I don't know if it is only Karnataka Bandh or complete national Bandh. The Bandh has been called by Farmers Union against the bills passed by BJP government. So they told the Bandh will be from 11 to 3 p.m. I really hope there won't be any problem for me, because yesterday when I checked, I read that they won't be creating any problem for private vehicles, especially two-wheelers. Let's really hope so, because if that is the case, then it is going to be a very big problem. Obviously, by the time you see this video, it would be around 2 months from now. As you know, I upload video only once in a week. I already have a series of videos lined up for upload. So this comes after that. So don't be shocked by listening to the date. Yeah. So anyways, another 10 kilometers to Tirthalli. I must be able to reach by 7:35 or so. Let's see. Yes. So I have reached the town of Tirthalli. I am on time, 7:30. I thought I'll be coming at around 8, but 7:30 is good. I have extra half an hour for breakfast and rest. So yeah, I need to find a good hotel now, but everything seems to be closed. I don't know if it is because of the Bandh or anything. I can't find a single hotel. Why are all the shops closed today? Even the traffic is less. I'm worried now. Police people everywhere. There is supposed to be a hotel here somewhere. Hotel Mayura. Yes, this one. I don't know if it is open or closed. It is open. Yes, finally.